This is what happens when you bring a still render to life. Hi guys, welcome back to my another video. In this video, we will animate the packaging scene we created earlier. This tutorial also will show you to have a full control of your camera. So, make sure you watch my previous video. Okay, we are going to animate this scene. I'm going to disable my box. Then press A to select everything, press M, new collection. Let's name this collection EMP. Okay. Bring back our box. Right click, new collection. Name this one Shoot 2. Because this scene I'm going to make it the secondary animation, select your box and EMP collection. Click and drag move it to Shoot 2 here. Let's disable it. Right click, duplicate collection. Name this Shoot 1. I'm going to have a fully control of my camera. Press Shift A, mesh, add a curve, circle, S to scale it up. Press G, move it here. Then my camera here, I'm going to press Alt G to reset the location. Go to the object constraint property, add object constraint follow path. Click this eyedrop and click at our Bezier circle. As you can see, nothing changed here. Because we need to active this camera. We have a 2 camera at this project. We need to active this one. Press Alt R to reset the rotation. Then Shift A. I'm going to add some empty sphere. I'm going to put it here and name this one camera track. Select our camera, object constraint, add a constraint, and add a track too. Click this eyedrop and select our empty. So we have fully control of our camera. If we rotate it, move it, and our camera always track to this empty. I'm going to put it here. This one, let's put it down. I'm gonna reset the position of the armature. Control Tab, A to select everything, Alt R, Control Tab again, back to the object mode. Going to select my camera here, R to rotate, S to scale it down. Something like this. Then select this object to adjust the camera. Okay, another thing to do, I need some kind of shadows. I'm just gonna duplicate one of these, Shift D duplicate, put it up. Let me disable the box material so we can see the shadow. Let's move it here, just a little bit. Let me zoom in again. Press G. Okay. And the background here, we don't need the shadow. And I'm going to turn down the power like 100. That's enough, I guess. And let's bring back our material for the box. Let's animate it. Let me expand down here. We are going to make a 2-second animation for this one. Let's change the end frame here to 60. I guess the roughness of our box here make it our shadow is pretty useless. Let's increase the roughness. Okay, now we have the shadow. I'm going to animate the camera first. Press N at the item here. Select your Bezier circle. Z location, right click, insert single keyframe. Then go to the last frame, 60 frame, press GZ, move it up a little bit. Like this, right click, insert single keyframe. We have kind of this animation, just a simple animation. Then I want the shadow here. I want the shadow have a kind of little bit movement too. Press N, Z location, insert single keyframe. Go to the last frame, GZ, move it up just a little bit. Then insert single keyframe. Okay, probably let me hide this one first and this one. We have this animation. Let's select our Bezier circle, scale here, press I to insert at the frame 1, go to the last frame, press S to scale it up, insert single keyframe. Okay, it's pretty good. Then frame 1, select your armature, press Ctrl Tab, press N, select this main bone, right click, insert single keyframe, then go to the last frame, and rotate it up. just like this. Right click, insert single keyframe. Let's add a depth of field, Shift A empty. I'm going to use cube, put it here. S to scale it, select my camera, enable depth of field, click this eyedrop and select your dwarf. I'm going to this viewport shading and enable the depth of field here, and I'm going to hide anything, adjust our depth of field, and you can fully control with your cube here. I want it to focus to our logo. Okay, let me move this depth of field to the shoot one. Let's see the animation. That's all for the shoot one. Let's disable it. Let's enable the shoot 2. Let's move this down. And for the next shot, don't forget to enable your camera here. At this scene, I want the box move up. Let me change it to solid view. Press N, Z location here, right click, insert single keyframe. Then last frame, GZ move it up, right click, insert single keyframe. Back to the frame 1, Y rotation, right click, insert single keyframe. Go to the last frame, Y rotation, adjust it a little bit. Like this, right click, insert single keyframe. Let's see the animation. Let me reset the animation for our armature. Control tab, A to select everything, delete the keyframe. This part should be open up already. Like this. X rotation, right click, insert single keyframe. Go to the last frame, move it up, way up here. Right click, insert single keyframe. And this part, let me play the animation. Okay, let's start it from 30 frame. Right click, insert single keyframe. This one also. Right click, insert single keyframe. Then let's move to the last frame. I'm sorry, it shall be Z rotation. Select this keyframe, press G, move it here. Then let's right click here, clear single keyframe, then adjust the Z location here. Okay, right click, insert single keyframe, and let's see this one. Okay, this one is X location. Adjust it like this, right click, insert single keyframe. Let's see the animation. Okay, but I'm going to create some dynamic, so probably this armature I'm going to make it move a little bit slowly. Okay, then go to the render preview. I'm gonna animate the shadow also. Press Ctrl Tab to the object mode. We can actually just move this light, but I don't want it to. I'm just gonna move my plane like this, just a little bit. So select this tree plane, just press I to insert keyframe. It will add a keyframe to all of these three objects. Then go to the last frame, press G, Y, move it a little bit like this. Press I, insert single keyframe. Hit the spacebar. For our plane here, I'm going to press T, change the interpolation to linear. And for our camera here, at the Z location, right click, insert single keyframe at the frame 1. Go to the last frame. I'm going to move it way down here. Like this, right click, insert single keyframe. Let's play the animation. Then let's go render just one picture. After you're done rendering it, let's minimize this one. Go to the compositing, Shift Control, expand here, change this to image editor, click here, viewer node. Why it's connect to my alpha? Okay. Let's disable backdrop here. Lens distortion, Shift A, search for dispersion. I'm going to 0.05. Distortion, maybe 0.005. Enable the fit. Go to the color management, filmic, high contrast. Go to your output property, frame rate here, change it to 30 fps. Go to the output folder, name shoot 1, back to the layout, disable the shoot 2, enable the shoot 1. Don't forget to make your camera active. You can press Shift Ctrl F12 to render your animation. After you're done rendering the first shoot, enable the shoot 2. Don't forget to make this camera active. Then output here, change it to shoot 2. Then you can start rendering again. After you're done rendering every single frame, don't forget to save your project. Go to File, New, Video Editing. Output property here. Change with the same resolution as yours. It should be 1080 and 190. Then at this window, press Shift A, Image Sequence. Found all of your render result, press A to select everything. Change the end frame here to 120. Change your output here. You can save it to anywhere you want. I'm going to save this Blender file and I'm gonna name it Video Editing because we're gonna use it on the future video. Then just render. And that's it guys. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like button, subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss the next video. Got a question or idea of the future project? Drop them in the comment below. See you on the next one.